let me tell you, y'all, she is a Moses blood. Oh wow! And to hear that she has hit another birthday, Miss Shirley McLaurin, and looks amazing. I always tell her, Miss Shirley, you take them glasses off and you go have a boo running up behind you. But yes, we are environment, culture, love. Let me give a shout out to the Kathy and Kai. I mean, Pastor Dan, our CEO. The messaging and the shares of this week have been so intentional and so powerful. I mean, it spoke volume to me. And I mean, hearing to stick to your belief, stick to your vision. What was the reason why you started? What, is your energy right? Your strategies. I mean, are you intentionally focused on adding or subtracting from what it is that you're building? Are you enlarging? Are you committed? Right? Are you working and being collaborative with, the others in your company, in your team, with your upline? And then are you disciplined and keeping towards your why? All of that, I had a talk with Kathy yesterday, and the thing is we didn't just speak business, we actually spoke marriage and family. And she shared, man, just some positive energy that just warmed my soul. And I had a talk with my wife this morning. I'm starting out with this because it being on the same and on the right team and the right culture and with strong belief and intentionality, it really does matter. So what happened for me, and message always starts with me. You all, I take every day as an experience, as I'm starting a new day. Message start with me. God, what are you saying to me today? What did you say to me yesterday? What have you been telling me and speaking to me that's really letting me know that you are present? And this is what I have that I want to share. Message starts with me. I really had to dive in and start replaying my reason why and seeing my own personal vision for everything in my life over again. And that's where I am today, right? So this is my opening thought is last week we talked about momentum through discipline and not just emotional, emotional being only aware of our emotions, right? That it matters, but it's just a bigger picture. So here's something that can quietly fade even when you're consistent. Your reason why. Our why is the fire that fuels our consistency, right? So then when the reasoning gets blurry and the routine feels heavy, like if you feel like you're just doing something over and over again, right? Because you're being consistent, but if it feels that way, it's probably because you're running the system, but maybe you've gotten away from that energy of your reason why. So this morning, I want to bring back like God has done for me, like Kathy, like Kai, like Pastor Dan, like our CEO. I want to replay for you what God replayed for me, and that replay for the reason why I started what I started, whether it is got on my knee and I proposed to my wife and then I married her. Why? And then the vision that God gave me for that. Why did you start in Akana? What did you see? What vision did you play? What vision did God play? Who did you see yourself affecting? And not to mention the where you were and to where you have come, your self-development. Because if you don't know that, then what you're building or what you're trying to build, right? It may get kind of lost. And then the system feels more like work instead of worship. Right now, this morning, I had the opportunity, and even when I was talking to Kathy, I called Kayada, And I was sharing with her that message gave me a chin check, but it also in measuring myself in the standard, it allowed me to worship just how wonderful God is and where He has brought me in this company. Because I'm still here, and you are too, right? So the systems shouldn't necessarily feel like work because you have made some progress. You don't look different. I mean, you don't look the same. You look different. That alone is the space to worship. So I want to bullet point some things. And I hope you have a pen and a paper, right? Message starts with me. So whatever I'm saying, right? God has already said to me. I just said it to myself, my wife, and Kathy, and everybody else that said it to my accountability partners, right? Right? That collaborative building effort. And I'll get into that later. So number one is let's revisit the vision. What do you see yourself building? I don't care who you are. What do you see yourself building? See, every builder starts with a blueprint, and your reason why and that vision is your blueprint. If you can't see it, you can't build it. Let me say that one more time. If you can't see it, you can't build it. So ask yourself, what does my business, my team, my life look like when it's complete? Let me say that one more time. What does my business, my team, my customer base, my life looks like when it's complete? Don't settle for being busy, right? We busy bees, right? But our barbaric side of that bee side aims for building. And I hope my bee tribe is on the call this morning. When you got the mic, you can shout them out. Shout out to the bees, baby. Yeah. See, Habakkuk's second chapter, second verse says, write the vision and make it plain, that he may run who reads it. Yes, that's power. So this is my action step for me. And maybe you'll join me in this. Write down in one sentence what you are building before the end of this year. What are you building by November? What are you building to happen in, I don't know, blood types? What do you want to happen? What do you see happen? Keep it visible all this weekend, Black Friday. What is it that you want to happen, and don't play small? This is where why, and this is your vision. Number two, I love, love, love that everybody this week who spoke tapped in on the culture question, right? The culture question. Write that down. Do you love what you're building in? The culture question, right? I ain't asked you if you liked it because that was clearly pointed out to this weekend. This week. It was clearly pointed out to this week the difference between like and love. You may not like Minister Mooney. I want you to like me. But let me tell you, there's some hardcore, transparent, my wife knows words that I heard this week from a family member, and I didn't like it. But I love hard. Right? So when you look at what you're building in, do you love that, what you're building in? See, culture is the soil your vision grows in. If the environment feels toxic, the harvest will be thin. So what I had to do, right, and especially with hearing the messages that came from the leaders this week, is that I had to reevaluate the energy that I bring and the energy that I attract. The energy that I bring to the table and the energy that I'm attracting to the table, right? And the thing is they hit it on the nail by asking me, is it one of collaborative? Am I right? Is it collaboration that I'm bringing to? Is it encouragement that I'm bringing into the table? Is it duplication that I'm bringing to the table? Or am I bringing a whole lot of separation, discord, a whole lot of mess? What is my language? What is the culture I'm trying to build? See, we don't do this. If not, See, we need to decide today, right, to be the change agents of our circles that we're in. I'm a change agent in my family. I kind of shrug when it comes to discord. Uh, I kind of steer away when it comes to gossip. I kind of steer away when it comes to hearing somebody being torn down versus being lifted up. And message starts with me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not perfect. I will get the joning and whatever, and I used to be a real mean at it. And then God said, you need to correct that. We can have fun, but you shouldn't be tearing anyone down. So this is the action step that I had to take on myself, and I'm constantly waking up every morning, right? Watching my tongue is speaking life into my team, speaking life, right? And I want you to go along also with me. Write down one, right? Create a text. Create, right? What's that word of encouragement? What can you spark today in the area of positivity? What what flaming burn, and I mean something that's in you that you know that you want to say to somebody that will lift them up and put them on a whole nother level, right? Shout out to Paula G and Miss Diane Coleman. They are blowing my inbox up with positive messaging for me and my wife often. Shout out to Kathy Weathersby, who reminds me that my disposition is sometimes like a Michael Jordan. Don't stop, don't quit. By any means, well, not by any means necessary, but you get what I'm saying. Number 3, stick to your belief. Stick to your belief. Guard your faith, you all, like it's a treasure. It is. See, now this is the one that this is the one. It's the middle one, right? You'll hear me say this is the middle one. I'll make that disclaimer. The enemy of progress isn't always doubt. Sometimes it's distraction. Let me say that one more time so you hear me very clearly. You all, the enemy of progress isn't always doubt. Most times it's distraction. Who's trying to distract you with something else? Let me tell you, y'all, because I know and I believe I know and I think that I know and God tell me you got it. Y'all, so many different potential distractions tries to hit my phone, tries to hit the TV, tries to hit all different areas of my senses to cause me to do something different. And I like, look, man, I'm over here. Now you can come over here and take a look at what it is that what we're building, not trying to, we're building. But I can't be distracted by what you want me to take. You know what? I come over there and take a look for a minute to support you, just to support you, but I'm not joining. I'm very clear when it comes to that. See, I have to ask myself, can I stay anchored in my belief, even when the outcome takes time? Y'all, shout out to our CEO because I always believe in the founders members pool. I never stop believing. And whatever happens, right? The scaling down of staff able to manually input. Shout out to our CEO who still, if you look at your back office and you still been believing, you still been believing because I've been believing. Today I'm saying hallelujah and it still ain't done. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. It's just like a dividend that just hit my back office. And right now, when I really do need it, I need it. I'm like, thank you, CEO. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, corporate. I never stopped believing. And my heart never stopped believing. I stuck to my belief. And I know some of you did because you're looking in your back office and you constantly kept getting your 3, and it ain't done. Get your 3 this month. Because it still pays. Hebrews 10 chapter 23rd verse says, let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering. For he who promised is faithful. Our CEO promised, look, it's coming. And whether we want to, or she, okay, we're a little behind. Well, we're a little behind because when you look at where we are, right, 7 years, almost 7 years strong, we're a little behind. They're a little behind, but they said we promised and we are faithful to what we said. See, this is the action step that I have to, that I said, message starts with me. I have to reaffirm my belief verbally today. I am called to build this. I believe in the system and I believe in the vision. You might want to say that with me if you're a true ride or die. If you like, oh, I hear the O's. I know the O's. I can look left and look to the right and I see some O's. B's, we got that bougie side where right? And the A's go bring up the energy. And if you there with me and the ABs is that tie from the shop, well, I heard your name. I gotta formally meet you. And the Kayada and Bernadine Clankers, those ABs. I know they look all together is the power to say this with me. I am called to build this. I believe in the system and I believe in the vision. Remember, y'all, I said that number 3 was going to be that middle one. So here's number 4. And I'm moving to closing out. I got about 5. Energy and strategy. Energy and strategy. Energy and strategy. Feed your positive why. Feed your positive why. See, every vision requires both passion, the energy, and a plan, the strategy, the funnel system. Let me say that more time. Right? Right? So let's say faith with work, right? Let's say passion with plan. Let's say energy with strategy. Every vision requires both passion, energy, and plan strategy. Your why determines your willingness. Your system determines your win. Let me say that one more time. Your why determines your willingness. Are you willing, coachable, and hungry? Right? Your system determines your win. Are you coachable? Ask yourself, am I investing the same energy in my positive reasoning? Why? Let me rephrase this. Ask yourself, are you investing the same type of energy in your positive reasoning that you are in your problem solving, in your problems? Where would you rather your energy go? Would you rather it go to your problems and putting energy into that, or put energy into your positive reasoning? Right? Ask yourself, where's your energy going? Your reason why you're doing something, that's where your energy should go, your vision, your why. So this is an action step. Create a mini strategy today, right? By following the system, I've given everybody one. And this is a system, the funnel system that you could apply around your whole life, right? 3 simple things, right? You'll do daily to push your funnel, right, forward with purpose and intentionality. Just create, put a system, a mini strategy into that system that has already been shown. Number 5, and I'm about to close out, right? Taking a little more time. Thank you for your patience. Enlarge. I gotta hit what they gave us. I gotta hit what I heard this week. I want to make sure that you, please, if you didn't hear it, go back and listen to the call. It's important to enlarge. It's important to collaborate, and it's important to commit. Big visions need big hearts, y'all. Right? And they also need teams to match. You cannot do this alone. Collaboration multiplies capacity. That's what we heard this week coming from Kathy and Kai. Commitment means discipline even when convenience calls you. Let me say that one more time. Commitment means discipline. I talked about convenience, right? Well, what's convenient for me right now? It ain't all about you, right? Your commitment to the discipline is what it's all about. Even when the convenience says, come over here. Nah, don't listen to what they doing. That's too much for you. You could do it better. You cool like that. You popping your collar in your own corner. No. Commit to the discipline of the system. Even when your convenience says differently. See, it's collaboration. And it's your team or the team that you're trying to build. Surround yourself with partners, customers, and leaders who pull you higher. Let me say that one more time. Surround yourself with partners, customers, leaders, family members, community activists, older women, politicians, whatever that's pulling you higher. And they speaking positive into your life. So this is the action step. Identify one person this weekend to collaborate with, right? And I'm leading you towards the weekend because remember, we work on the weekend, right? And I don't care if it's a cross team. I don't care if it's a sideline, an upline, a cross team partner, a customer, a leader. Share your ideas, your goals, or even like do a joint event together. Like collaborate, enlarge, commit. So this is I'm getting off my soapbox. Remember, I said message start with me. So if anybody see me, y'all want to trip me, I'm coming down the aisle here. Look, God is always talking to me first, right? Leaders, I must share this with what God shared with me. Leaders, your reason why is your guiding compass. It's your vision. It's your map, right? It's the map that you should have in front of you all the time, looking at it. Maybe you'll put it on your wall. Maybe it's a statement, right? And the system is the vehicle. Never forget that. You've been equipped with the funnel, the tools, and the leadership. Now you must decide what you're driving towards. You're in the car, right? Don't lose sight of why you started ever. Think that why did you start? Don't let comfort replace conviction. If you know you're not doing what God calls you to do here in this company, on your family, on the world, conviction, yeah, it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to feel a certain way. However, you can replay the reasoning why you started and you can refuel your belief because it's not condemnation and you can reignite your energy. And as we go forward, moving forward, especially into this weekend, let's not just talk about the vision, let's walk it out with discipline, collaboration, and faith. Because when the vision is clear, the results are visible. Thank you so much, you all. As our CEO would say, I will see you at the top, very top, the tip top, and busting through the top. Back to you, Kathy.
Busting through. That's right. That's right. So, yes, I like that refocusing. That is something that's so important for all of us to do. So, this is Thursday. If you're part of the 360 community, chime on in. Dr. Betty's got some great stuff for us. And Dr. Betty, if you want to hit star and let us know what you're going to be talking about tonight.
Day clean, everybody. Can you hear me, Kathy?
Yes, day clean, sister.
Awesome. So tonight, tonight we are actually going to have one of our own previous medical advisory board members, Dr. Yakima Palmer, share with us some phenomenal information. And she's going to focus on the cardiovascular system. So y'all come now, you hear?
I love it. I love it. Well, we sure will come on in from
Well,
South.
alrighty then.
Put that whole twang on it for you. All right.
Right.
So, so guys, you heard it here. Dr. Palmer is going to be on there talking about cardiovascular system. So we will tune in and enjoy that. And so rebounding is after this. Guys, go out, have an Akana kind of day. Remember, it is the 16th of the month. We're right in the middle. So do what you got to do. Get that CV up. You know, spread the message. Guys, we'll see you here back again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.